Alright, guys. So I figure after last night's antics, I might as well just tell you the story of honestly probably the worst thing I've ever done. And it's probably going to be the title of this video. Um, yeah, this was very fucked. And I'm really happy I don't remember it at all. The only reason I have this information is because it was conveyed to me by by the other person involved in this story. But yo, this shit was hell. Guys, don't mix Molly and alcohol, MDMA, ecstasy, and alcohol. Don't ever do that. I have another story of when we went to Skrillex, Hayden and I together. Yeah, that shit just is not a play. I've done it 2 times. Skrillex was lit as fuck. I had an amazing time. I still remember most of that day. But, dude, here's round two, and this is when things take a foul turn. So at this point, Hayden and I are living together, and we were going to Denver a good amount, and I had a plug. I may have mentioned this in another video, and it'll probably continue to get mentioned because this is a pretty, I don't know, you'd say like big part of like the 2025 events. I have this plug I meet in Rhino, and I don't know his name. I guess I learned his name. I'm not going to say it though. Never got his phone number. You know, there was no contact other than he would always fucking be there. He would always be down there within a few block radius, same type of sectional area. So it was like, there was times where I remember Hayden would be like, bro, like I'd be drinking and shit, and he'd be like, dude, let's go. Like, do you think your boy will be down there? And I'm like, yeah, I basically guarantee it. And we would drive over half an hour down there with, again, like no confirmation, no. And if you do drugs, you know how this shit goes. You're trying to get in contact with the plug. They agree on things. They change the time. They change the location. They flake on you. They're late by hours. You know, usually there's times, and you know, not all plugs, but a lot of them are like that. And like from experience in life and from what I've heard from many other people, this seems like kind of the plug MO, you know? And so the fact that we just had this fool we could just like guaranteed roll up on and he would just be there was kind of hilarious. So this one night we were down in Denver, and he's like, he goes, I'm fucking splashed. About as fucking drunk as I was last night. And he comes up to me, Hayden, and he's like, yo, your boy is trying to get rid of these X pills. And he's like, he said he's trying to toss them for free. And I'm like, you know, I'm like, fuck yeah. That's my like acid and Molly are definitely my favorite drugs. If you could do Molly more often and it wasn't like so bad for your brain if you did it so much, it would definitely be number one. That shit is pressure. It's too fire. So I'm like, oh, I like that. Like free drugs. Ugh, I have too many other stories about me fucking myself by taking free drugs. And this is probably the best one. So I find him, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, yo, I'm hearing that you're trying to get rid of these. I'm like, yo, I'll take them. And he's like, yo, can you give me, and I don't even remember, bro, whatever price he was trying to ask for. I agreed to it, and I remember it being good. And so I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, bro, like, I was really broke at the time. I'm like, bro, I do not, like, I can't buy these right now. And and then he just ends up being like, bro, I honestly just like want to get these off of my possession and like just take them. And he was like, how about this? Like next time I see you, bro, just like give me that bread. Like I see you a lot. You're a good custody. Basically, he's like, I trust you. And I'm like, bet. And I get those 2X pills. And I remember when I told Hayden, he was like, yo, um, he's like, dude, like, we're like, I want one. He's like, especially if you got them for free, like, we should do this. And man, let me just say this right now for the record. It's so funny. And there's a couple other stories where this will be brought up. But like, I don't think I've ever met someone in my life who's worse to do drugs with than this kid. Like, at that point, I had fully established. I'm like, there was, and especially it's like, Molly lasts like 8 hours. I'm like, no. I'm like, there is no shot I'm doing this with this kid. This is going to be like the worst role of my life. So I have these 2X pills. And I'm just like, yeah, like, yeah, oh yeah, dude, fake agree on some date and time to take these. And, that's not going to happen. So I'm pretty sure it was the next day. I'm not going to lie. This is a kind of blurry area of the story because, like, dude, I blacked out for, like, at least 12 to 16 hours. Kind of, like, not consecutively, but, like, yeah. Absolute nightmare shit. So I'm pretty sure it was the next day. I start drinking, and then I'm drunk, and then I'm like, fuck. After I've already established that I'm like, drinking and doing Molly, and this is beside it being really dangerous, guys. Like, that's just a dangerous combo. Beyond it, like, being not fun or blacking out, like, you could just fucking die. Like, probably the top reason I'd recommend don't do this shit. But, yeah. But I'm drinking, and I'm like, fuck. Now I kind of want oh, you know what? No, I did. I popped one of the X's. And then I'm like, fuck, I kind of want to drink because it'll kind of make the X hit harder. So I walked to the liquor store, dude. Yeah, and again, I'm so fucking broke. And I remember I had a breathalyzer to test my BAC, and I'm way too high to start the car. So I'm like, fuck. Walk over to the gas station, get a few drinks. It was like at least 5 or 6 total alcoholic beverages in like volume, in strength. So I do that, and I'm drinking, and bro, I do that shit. I come back. I end up doing the next X pill, and I am like, dude, I am fucked. I am so fucked up. And I remember at one point, and I think a couple times, Hayden was like, bro, like, did you take those X pills? And I'm like, nah. And, and he's like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah. I did not take them. But, dude, I had to have been acting nuts. So, at one point, I'm about to shower, and he comes, he's like, yo, you want to hit the gas station with me? And he's like, and I'm like, yo, just, like, let me shower real quick. And it's like, I don't take long shower. I take, like, a 15-minute shower. And especially if it's some light shit, like, oh, we're just going to, like, run down the street. The gas station was, like, just under a mile away. Hence the reason I'd walk all the time being hammered and shit like that. And, it's not like I was going to worry about throwing on a crazy fit. I would have just gone. And I'm like, yeah, let me just shower, get this over, yeah. And, dude, I must have been in my room. I think it was close to, like, an hour and a half. And he kept checking on me and being like, yo, like, what's up? I'm like, oh, I got to shower. And, like, I wasn't even jacking off or anything. I was just literally so fucking blown. I just was like, like memory, brainless. I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even know. I'm forgetting that I'm trying to go do something with Hayden. Then it reminds me, and I'm like, oh, I'll do this, and like immediately forget. And I'm like trashing my room in the process, just like pulling random things. Like, again, I'm like blacked, and I'm like Molly blacked. And they also, again, I'm sure there's people with plenty more experience than me in this field of like drinking and doing Molly, but like, dog, you just become like beyond inebriated, just adult baby dumbass syndrome. Like, I don't even fucking know. I was just like doing the most, like when I came to, I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened to all my shit? Like, I mean, nothing was like truly destroyed. It's not like I was breaking things or punching holes in the wall. Just like taking everything out of its drawers. It's all over the floor, like for no reason. Like, fuck. So this, in this time period, the event happens. I have no, absolutely zero recollection of this. I only know because Hayden told me. And I will say, although I think Hayden's a pussy and I don't like him and we're not friends anymore, I don't think he lied about this at all. I don't think he's much of a liar at all, at least for the most part. Definitely not about this. So I remember I kind of come to like slaying on my bed sleeping. And I'm like in these shorts that I used to wear at my old screen printing jobs. Just the shorts though. Like no socks, no underwear, just that. And I just kind of wake up. I go downstairs. I see like Hayden's door's open. So I go down. He's at the kitchen table. And I see him and I go up to him. I'm fucking with him and I'm making jokes about fucking having sex with him and shit. That's a common theme you'll hear about. There's something I just get a rise out of making people really uncomfortable, and it's like, none of me and the homies are gay, so yeah, you make jokes about having sex with them, and it just fucks their vibes hard, and it's just kind of fucking hilarious, at least at times. And Hayden was a close enough friend and mentally fucked enough. You know, I have plenty of friends I would never make those jokes to. You know, it's like the whole friend group A, friend group B type of thing. Like, there's only certain people I joke about this type of shit with, so I'm doing that, you know, with Hayden. And he like kind of backs up and he's like, "You're being really fucking weird." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "You're just being like really fucking weird today, dude." And he's like, "I don't like this shit at all." And I'm just kind of like thinking about that because I'm like, damn, I do this shit all the time to him. Like, he's maybe getting like tired of it, you know, and thinks it might be disrespectful. And that was part of it too, because Hayden was pissing me the fuck off while I was living with him. So I was doing like shit like that. I mean, not like shit like he was doing, which was way more disrespectful and intolerable. But I was like, let me at least piss this guy off and make him uncomfortable since he's being such a piece of shit, you know? And so I'm like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" And he's just like, "Do you not remember what happened upstairs?" And he's like, "You totally took those X pills." And I'm like, "Okay, like I did, fine, like I'm fucked up." But I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "You don't remember?" And I'm like, no. And he's like, "Bro, you walked out of your room completely naked." And I'm like, "Completely? Like on the no boxers?" He's like, "Dude, no." He's like, "I saw your whole dick and balls." So then I'm like, oh shit. That's not good. Dude, blacked out. You know how much worse that could have been? Or even if I just saw Parker. Dude, that would have been fucked. So fucked. He probably would have beat the shit out of me. We were living in his mom's crib, bro. Like, that could have been... Dude, imagine... I was thinking, like, imagine I went outside. You know, imagine I was so fucked, I just walked out of the door completely naked. Like, I'm sure the cops or my neighbors would not have been as nice and just pushed it to the side as Hayden. And so I will say again, I'm not friends with Hayden anymore, but I do, in a way, feel bad about that. Because that's crazy. Like, I don't want to see my friends' dicks. You know, we have a homie, I'm not going to name him, and like, the homies will know, some of the homies, the close homies will know who I'm talking about, but like, we've all seen his fucking dick. We've seen it in fucking person, we've seen it in videos, sent his videos, pictures of, and we're like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's gotten to a point of almost like a funny inside joke, but it's like, I still don't want to see that shit. Come on. You know, that's horrible. So I'm like, dude, what the fuck was I doing? And he's like, well, you walked out and you just start trying to talk to me. You're just trying to have a conversation with me completely butt-ass naked, looking straight at me. So I went in my room and I was like, all right, buddy, like, maybe throw some clothes on, like hit the shower. And he said I stood out there for like 10, 15 minutes, maybe even a little longer. And I started, this is the best. This is the absolute best. Here, I gotta set up the phone so I can give you a little reenactment of what happened. Because this is what absolutely sent me. But he was like, dude, you fucking come out naked, you're talking all this nonsense, and then your ass does this. You fucking start stretching against the wall. Just like this. And so imagine like me, just with none of this on, right? And he was like, you put your hands up, and you were just stretching your back out, getting that pelvis in, just fucking all dick and balls out. And I'm like, man, this is unfucking believable. And like, again, this could have gone so much worse. That should have gone worse, I feel like. Like, what the fuck? I'm very thankful, again, like, not friends with Hayden anymore, but I'm thankful that he at least, and it's funny because this almost had, at least from what I understand, really had nothing to do with our fallout. It was really all the shit he was doing that just pushed me so hard. I was just so sick of his fucking bullshit. But we remained friends after that. We were kicking it. Like, everything was cool. He was like, yeah, dude, like, it's fine. That was the second time he had seen my dick, so it wasn't as crazy. It was definitely a much worse situation than the first time. I'm gonna have to tell that story now, too. Dude, what the fuck is my life? Holy shit. Like, what the fuck, man? And we lived together until we didn't and remained friends and did shit. But, bro, what the hell? So, dude, and it's like, again, I'm not fucking around. I mean, beyond me actually trying, I know especially my Instagram story last night wouldn't really reflect what I'm about to say, but like I really am. I guess I can't say I'm trying that hard, but I want to be sober. I think it'd be a great thing for me, especially like we're nearing damn near 8 full fucking years of me being a damn geeker. This shit gotta stop. I'm gonna fucking die. Fuck this shit. So, but dude, like I would never do that again. I will never drink and do Molly again. Cause I'm just like, imagine something like that happens again. What if I walk out of my apartment now, just butt ass naked? Like, what? Dude. So, yeah, there it really is. I mean, there's not really much more to the story. Yeah, so guys, like, the MDMA and alcohol, those are different times, different experiences. Yeah. So, yeah, fuck, I guess that's about it. I'm gonna try to start filming these more. But yeah, fuck me, huh? Shit.